This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
TaxAct knows every small business owner has different tax filing needs. With TaxAct, you can file yourself with the help of an expert, or TaxAct can do it all for you. You're the boss, the head honcho, the top banana. And TaxAct is like your loyal, trusty tax aide, ready to pounce on any tax needs you might have. TaxAct is dying to pounce on some small business tax needs. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
BLACKPINC Champion. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We are back with the coverage of talking about BLACKPINC's new album, Deadline. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I haven't experienced this album all the way through. I might check it out tonight. We might see how it goes. But I just kind of chose one of the random tracks off the album. And to be honest with you, sometimes I just need to stop doing that. Sometimes I need to stop just choosing random tracks that I want to review, because sometimes I pick a random track and I just listen to it and I go, wow, that was complete dog shit. That sounds ass. That doesn't sound good. And that's what I'm getting from this fucking song. And, you know, I try to cover it up with the hook. You know, I try to have a... No, I didn't know I was going to have such a bad time listening to the verses. I tried to give the hook as much of a chance as I could. I just can't get over how fucking boring and weird this song sounds. So let's just get into it. Starting off with the guitar instrumental. And I want to say this very lightly. Guitar instrumental. Because this is like if I went to AI and I said, hey, give me a fucking guitar instrumental with some dubstep. And this is what it threw at me. This is what it gave me. And it's kind of bad because, you know, it's like Imagine Dragons is like all over this fucking song. It's like they said, hey, let me give you some of our fucking presets and let's call it a goddamn day. And it just sounds fucking horrible. I mean, this song sounds like I'd rather be driving down a highway and I'd rather be like going down and crashing into a fucking pit of hell than listening to this stupid fucking song, because it just blows my mind of how ass this song actually fucking sounds. The worst part is that the hook...
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
But I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
You know, easily get stuck in my head. Easily can do that. But the verses, holy shit. Guys, BLACKPINC. Anybody who makes music in the big 2020 fucking 6. What is happening? What are we doing? Why are we making songs that just sound so fucking ass? These verses have no flow to them, so it just sounds awful. They do this weird fucking way where they like pronounce the end of their words, you know, higher pitch, and it just makes the song sound fucking terrible to listen to. And it just blows my mind of how you could sit there in the studio and record something like this and say, that's good. That sounds good. Motherfuckers in the comments of this song saying, we need a music video, we need a music video, we need a music video. Music video for what? For one of the worst songs that I've ever, like, experienced in my fucking life? You know, from somebody who's been listening to this group since 2016. I just want to put that in perspective for all of you here. Since 2016, I've listened to this group. And how in the big 20 fucking goddamn sons of bitch in fucking 2026... how are we de-evolving? How are we making the music sound even fucking worse? How are we actually doing that? Because I listen to so much other K-pop music. You know, on this show, we experiment. We do all this stuff, you know? And I feel like groups like Twice. Hey, Twice has figured it fucking out. These people know how to make good fucking songs. What the fuck is BLACKPINK doing? This shit sounds ass. This shit sounds unoriginal. This shit sounds like, I don't know, something that I'd be walking down a fucking scary ass alleyway and a fucking old man is fucking playing this shit on his fucking vented ass fucking 50s radio. That's what I hear. And I can't even sit here and give an actual review and sit here and actually give a shit and, you know, talk about the instrumental, talk about the vocals, talk about the switch ups, talk about whatever, when it's just completely dog shit, when it's just something that I don't even want to consume, that I don't even want to try to listen to. It's just crazy how shitty this song actually fucking sounds. But hey, the mediocre hook, it was actually pretty decent. So if you like a mediocre hook that can easily get stuck in your head, hey, this song is the perfect fucking song for you. You might as well play this.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Song till the end of time. You might as well play this song before you fucking die, before you're on your fucking deathbed, on your graveyard. You might as well do that. So overall, I'm just gonna give this song I'll give it a 3 out of 10 for effort, you know, for actually existing as a song. And I think that 3 out of 10 is really sad to say for good old BLACKPINK. But, you know, this isn't the first time I've having to give, you know, very low scores. I remember a long time ago, you know, like 3 years ago, I reviewed a song that they, you know, it was about ice cream. And it was literally just about eating ice cream, and it just sounded goddamn awful. So let me know, did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know, let me know. Thank y'all so much for listening. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast episode, for listening to this show. And hopefully when I listen to the BLACKPINK album all the way, hey, maybe, you know, Champion will enlighten me. Maybe I'll be like, Champion's the best song when I do the album review. Maybe that'll happen. We'll fucking see. Alright.